This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Now, Huracan is always a great time of the year for me to go. It's, for me, mentally, it's kind of like the last real convention that I'm out doing, you know, filming stuff and not really getting a chance to play everything, because basically when I go to BGG Con, I get some film and stuff like that, but it's more relaxed. That's the last con of the year. But for Huracan, it's important for me to get things and stuff like that, because I kind of plan the end of the year, since all the new stuff is kind of dying down. What am I going to do from October to February? And I usually try to get all the wargaming stuff and things like that, and so forth and so on. Well, boy, did we overdo it, because this was the greatest flea market finds I have ever gotten, ever. And the stuff that I have to show you now is mind-boggling. Not only that, but I bought some of this stuff at Huracan from the dealer room. So, whoa, all I can say is I'm blown away by what I have. And at the flea market, this, bar none, is the greatest find ever, and there's a story to it. So without further ado, without me continually running my mouth, let's go down the table. All right, so as you guys saw in yesterday's video, if you haven't seen it, all that Gasland stuff that we got, I'm not going to waste time going through it, but we got that at Huracan. It was fantastic. Don't forget to check out this fantastic company and all the great things that they did. So without further ado, let's move on to other things. I decided that we were going to be doing some really intricate stuff, so I wanted to get some more stuff from them, and I bought a ton from them. I got a stone cabin, a wood cabin, because we're going to be doing a real lot of Frostgrave. So I wanted to start building some buildings for it and really have this like banged up town and really sell it. So covered bridge we got a wooden cabin porch, which looks great. It's going to fit the style and the time. That's for sure. I got all kinds of different things. We got a stone building. We got a church that wait till you see all this stuff together. That's all I can tell you. We have stone walls. I mean, like this beautiful, beautiful stone wall set, which is going to really help us with Frostgrave, so we can keep everything contained. We have that new book. Let's use it. We got all the painted figures. Let's use them. A grist mill. I wanted different types of things. I wanted a two-stone story, a stone two-story building. There we go. Got that out. So I wanted to get that in there. I'm gonna paint all this too, and this just came with it. I don't think it'll fit. It's a Georgian two-story house, but hey, why not anyway? So we got all that. All right, which is just mind-blowing onto its own. And again, I'm going to show you the card, because I really want these guys to do well, because number one, they're really nice, and number two, their prices are ridiculous. Now also, if you saw yesterday, I got a paint container set, and it's going to be fantastic. That's all I have to say. Now, what else did I get? Well, let's pull it out. Well, this is for the Old West. If you remember, I just showed you guys Wild West Exodus. So what we're going to do is we got some park benches and a nice fountain for the middle, which I think is going to be cool. And then I got an entire set, which I'm going to pull over here. And I didn't pay hardly anything for it. This was from TT Combat. Old Town Scenery. So we got this. I mean, this is just perfect for the Wild West. And then we got all these buildings, so we were going to have like a shootout in the OK Corral type of thing, which I think is just fantastic. How many of you are sick and tired of seeing me roll dice and roll them all over the place? Well, I got this, all right, and it actually works pretty good. It really does. And I got this from Mini Duels, Tabletop Gaming. They're actually in Loma, so I'm going to give them a little plug here, okay? Guys, check it out if you want. Yeah, Helen will put it in the comments. But I needed something to roll dice in. Oh, here, let's see how it works. I got to get it in there first. There we go. All right, see? I thought it would just spin out, but you know, when I throw dice, I'm not very good. So there we go. Works perfectly. This will be the standard at the arena going forward. All right, now let's get into the mother load of things. All right. All right. These are things that are mind-blowing, okay? First of all, well, after this, I didn't have Eyes of the Nine, so I've got them now, and I'm quite happy about it. So we're going to get them all set up, and we're going to get going with those. Yeah, I paid $5 for this. Maybe it's not worth it to you guys, but I have a version of it, and I'm missing a couple pieces from it. So I took it. It's an old Games Workshop game. How can you go wrong? $5. Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I paid half of this. I paid $10 for an asteroid set. I wanted this asteroid set. This was actually for, I believe it was, oh God, I forgot the name of the doggone game. But it was from Spartan Games, and I really liked their stuff for a while there. But the problem here is I needed some asteroids, and I didn't want to take a lot of time, but I wanted something for Silent Death. We're going to be doing Silent Death up big time. We're going to go old school for a while. This is a shocker. Okay, I paid a couple of bucks for Circus Maximus. You want to know the beauty of this is? It is untouched by man. Yes. Chariot racing in ancient Rome. Unpunched. Look at this. Huh? I mean, really? Look. All the old... Come on. You know what I'm saying. Some of you out there are going, whoa. And some of you are like, Circus Maximus, who cares? I do. Unpunched, untouched by man, will only be touched here on, yes, Rob's Tabletop World. Yes, let's do this. All right, this one here, this is very personal to me. I'm actually going to do a review on this. You've seen me talk about Skirmish, okay? This is the second game I got back in the American Heritage series. This is just personal. It's a good solid game. War 1812. Yeah, I paid nothing for this. Nothing. And some people it's nothing, but for me, when I was a kid, this is what I was playing, and it's very personal, and I'm just happy to have this back in my collection. So I'm going to turn this up to me for a second, and there's a reason for it, and I'm not going to edit or anything like that, because I want to tell you this story fresh while it's in my mind. I was at Huracan, and these next two games are really going to be kind of mind-blowing. Some people will understand what they are. Other people will go, oh, what, really? Wow. I wasted my time to watch this? Maybe. But when we lived in Connecticut some 25 years ago, there was a store, an FLGS, is that what you call them? Yeah. Called Fathers and Son, and this gentleman, he was one of the writers of the Europa magazine. He was very involved in Europa, the Games Research Design company, which has gone out of business. Now I've heard now that somebody has picked up all the rights. I'm going to try to find that person and see if I can pick up a couple of other things that might be available, print and play. Now, he had taught me Europa, And Europa is a master's war game. It's very sought after, and it's out of print, and you'll never see it. You'll be lucky to pay under $500 for it on eBay. Very true thing. A lot of it is overpriced and absolutely insane. But one thing that really got to me was I really liked this guy. Our relationship was up and down because he was kind of off the rocker, but he loved his son, and that's all that mattered. Fathers and sons, that's the name of the place. I was there one winter afternoon, and late, and I was about to head home, and I'm walking out of the store, and I had finished paying for stuff, and his son was there, and I looked back and saw him just sitting there with his son. And at that time, this is going back a ways, I was thinking, boy, you know, when my son gets old enough, I hope we play games like that and do things together. He was on both his knees, and he's looking at the table, and he was showing him Europa, which is really a complicated game. That was the last time I ever saw Gary. Gary had a massive heart attack and died, I believe, a day or two later. But that vision always stuck in my mind. So while at Huracan, I decided to check out Richard Board's booth, the booth next to him, I think. He had some stuff in there, and there were the Europa magazines. So I had to open up the magazines, and there's his name. So all these emotions kind of flood back. Hence, 6 hours later, the flea market, it almost seems pretty destined. Someone was selling a couple of games that unfortunately I had lost moving down here. Now, what I mean by lost is we've all gone through it. We've had to sell games to sometimes raise money, because sometimes money gets tight. And it killed me to sell my Europa set. But it paid for us to move down here to Florida. Things were tight back then. But you know, we did all right, but we put our family first, and that was always the most important thing. To have this back in my collection, you have no idea how much it means to me. But how I got it back in my collection is kind of ridiculous. There was a game called Scorch Earth. This is a brand new sealed copy, untouched by man. Scorch Earth covered the Russian front from 42 to 44, and oh my God, untouched by man. Okay, this is a Master Series game. This is a game that you better know your stuff if you are going to attempt to play Europa. And to have an unopened Scorched Earth, which I don't think I'm ever going to open and play it, which is a shame, but that makes me a collector. I don't care. The real gem here, the real gem, is the game that I love the most because I played so much of it. And it even has its Origins Award sticker on it. Unopened, unsealed. I mean sealed. Second front. Yep. You're seeing correct. Even with the little, you could see it was when Origins was a wargaming convention. Sealed. It was a nominee. This game is massive. Okay, 4,800 die count, die cut counters, 4 maps that are enormous. It's going to take you a life to play. This is a monster, and part of the Europa series. So, for me to have these two back, and then kind of now I'm really going to try to start and grab everything I can, because this actually contains the charts that you need for Grand Europa, a thing that never got published, but from what I heard, this particular gentleman who decided to take over now has the means to do so. So I wanted to share this with you guys. This is just something special. This was made in 1993, and I have a sealed copy. Close to 20 almost 27 years 27 years old. This is a 30-year-old system, and that's what I got at Huracan. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been a wild ride. And boy, did I get some treasures here. So, until next time, it's your old pal Rob. And I got it cheap too. Your old pal Rob. Until next time, we will see you soon.